This video is brought to you by 9% and powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Lego! I ain't here to wake nobody up. I'm here to unplug you.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. God loves.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title, we gonna talk about it. But first, let me get into the chat. You knew. What up, though? Appreciate you, sis. Scorpio Mama in the building. What up, though? Hey, this is something I wanted to talk about since I seen the trend on TikTok. But I'm happy I sat back because, you know, you got to hear different perspectives. I don't want to pinpoint on one perspective, right? Like, people think, like, the white wife effect is new. Bronze, what up, my brother? Appreciate you. My 33 is in the building. What up, G? Appreciate you. Shout out to the 9. We in the building. Bronze in the building. Scorp in the building. You knew. Hey, so yeah, like this you know, the black woman effect, you know, the black woman dating outside the race. That's nothing new. You know, but you know, his perspective is like, you know, I heard one content creator, you know, was saying, you know, black women tired of black men waiting for black men, so now they exploring outside their race. Like, that's not new. You know, it might be new to some people, no pun intended, you know. It might be new to some people, but it's not new. In my family tree, you know, I'm a product of that. You know, I had three generations, grandmother and grandfather. It was white pappy and black mama. You know, my great granddad was white on my dad's side, and my great grandmother was slave. And once he acquired them, he married her, freed the family. You know, so that's what it is. So it's nothing new. And for me, just me personally, right? You know, it wasn't. You know what I was saying? This ain't nothing new. You know, it might be new to you, but I'm like, oh no, nah. Sis gonna think I'm playing with the name, but it's dope though. That's like when people be like, don't believe the words that not the word right there, but the words that these people don't. No, man, like yeah. You know, that's how we keep our names relevant, right? We make sure people say it a lot. You knew. People say that at least once a day in different situations. Tay eats y'all. What up, 9? Appreciate you, sir. Yeah, but you know, my family tree, I'm a product of this. You know, a white man marrying a black woman. And if you even look at like older movies, right? You didn't really see black men with white women. You seen black women with white men. That's one way women of color put themselves in positions to actually do stuff. When you look through history, you'll be surprised who's married outside of their race. If you look in politics now, even look at some of like it blew people's mind when they found out Robert De Niro's wife was black. Like what? You didn't know that George Lucas, the guy who created Star Wars, married to a black woman. If you look at a lot of these athletes, you know, before Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce was with a black woman. A lot of these athletes, you know, were with male athletes or with black women. Like even me working at the hospital, right? That's when I noticed it a lot. Like black women married to white men. It was a lot in the hospital. You know, so like I didn't really look at it. And when you look at like black men married to white women, there's more, you know, like people when people speak on it, it's really not the common person they're speaking upon. They're speaking upon the athletes, the entertainers. You know, they're like, oh, now they made it out the hood. Now they get a white girl. That's like the concept, right? That's the conversation. So like this black woman effect or black wife effect is a trend, you know, and it's popping. And I think it's kind of dope, me personally, because it's just showing the impact that a melanated woman can have on somebody. That's how I look at it. That's what they're showing. But like, think about all the commercials you ever seen, all the movies you ever seen. They never showed a black man with a white woman. They showed a white man with a black woman. That's what they normally show. Even back in the day, like I said, if you look throughout history, that's how a lot of black women, you know, got out their situation. And it was more acceptable for a white man to marry a black woman than a black man to marry a white woman. Because you got to think the man is the head of the household. So it's like if a white man is over a black woman, that's acceptable. But a black man over a white woman, that wasn't acceptable. You know, they didn't want to see that. Bud Files, what up? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. And sis, it might be sis. I don't know which one, but appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. But you know, like I said, it was one perspective I heard. And if anybody want to hit the link, it's on the community wall. The link is on the community wall. You fall in love with the person, not the color of the skin. And see, that was another point I was gonna make too, because a lot of times, you know, like if you ask someone, right, who's like fully in love with their significant other, the last thing they go, if you ask them what did they fall in love with, what's the best part, the last thing if they ever mention is gonna be a skin color, right? It is really not gonna be any of the outside attributes. I'm talking about someone who is fully connected with someone. You ever see a beautiful person with an ugly person, and a beautiful person is like so head over heels with the ugly person? Have you ever seen that? That's real love. Some people, like, they don't care what the outside look like. It's about the way we vibe, the way we feel, the way we build. You know, it's everything about our exchange. And when you have that, you know, I know one of the like just having conversations, you know, because my wife is Middle Eastern, and people ask, well, don't y'all cultures clash? It really don't. You would be shocked how close or associated shit is, and the differences. You learn. I mean, you appreciate the differences, right? Because me personally, I can learn and grow from it. Like understand. Like my wife speaks 3 different languages, and me studying different like religions. that has helped like her family, especially when her dad was alive. Her dad knew like 7 different languages, but her dad was a bad boy with the languages, with math. Her dad was like a mathematician. Like her dad was so smart with numbers, like it was crazy. He was like Rain Man with the numbers, but very intelligent guy. We had some of the best conversations, but understanding the ideology of words, like talking about Arabic words. He studied Aramaic, he studied Latin, he studied these languages. So, like, just the conversations I have with him about, like, I got a different perspective of what different words, what different meanings. It was just, knowledge. And you can't get that unless you open because he is Middle Eastern, right? I'm black. So if we're not open to exchange because of skin color, I would never have that experience with him and learn what I learned. And vice versa. He used to, man, like that man loved me. He called me his son. People used to trip out like when we was in public because one day he was looking for me and he kept saying his son. And when they seen us together, they looked like their eyes got all big, like, because this is little short Middle Eastern dude, this big black dude, like, this your son? Tay East, y'all. ASCII row, what up, though? Appreciate you, sis. What up, though? I'm just up here rambling.
Hey y'all, I'm listening to the conversation.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
it's interesting. I just think that I see the black wife effect, but what happened if it was the other way around?
Mm.
What if
Yeah.
it was
I,
the
I
black
would,
man, the black husband effect? How
like,
would black women feel about that?
but look, I wonder if they did that, how would they portray that? Because like think about the common perception. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm being a demon right now, right? Think about how the black man is perceived. I was thinking about that. I was like, well, they gonna show the white girl going to college, graduating, getting a good job, and marrying a black guy and being broke. Like, I'm going to hell for that one.
Wait, what?
But I'm saying, how would they portray that? I'm like some ignorant person. I was thinking like when I first seen I'm telling you, like I told you I'd be having all these thoughts simultaneously, right? And one of the thoughts was like if they did the opposite, they show like because the black male image is poor. That's why I like this is honestly that's why I appreciate what people are doing with that. Some people may feel different type of way, but me, I appreciate it because I look at things for like the whole. They're showing like is people showing like okay I was like this and now I'm like this now I got swag now it's like an upgrade. So I
Wait, so you
appreciate
think
that.
if it was the other way around, you think it wouldn't be an upgrade?
I don't know how people would perceive it. Like my wife was like I should do this. That's what my wife said. She was like I should do this. But I think it'll be an upgrade. But I'm saying it'll be one of the possibilities is what I like a parody even I guess. I think
Hmm.
somebody did a parody, but I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility.
Interesting.
He's dad. What up, though? Appreciate you, my brother. BDB is in the building. What up, though, Nine? Appreciate you. You knew I'm married to a black guy. She Middle Eastern. I was supposed to do a show with her about that. That's ironic, ain't
Okay, we might have to change. Nah, Scorp, I can't change my preference.
it?
To each his own. To each his own, but I can't change my preference. I like black men and black men only.
And see, that's why I love like having like mature conversations because a lot of people feel like they way is the only way and the right way, but it's just a different perspective. And like you said, each your own. Like I know a lot of people they prefer like skinny women. I like me personally, I like thick women. I ain't saying nothing wrong with skinny women. It's just my preference is thick women. I think skinny women are beautiful too. But if you have a tier, then that's just what it is. That's not saying one is better. That's just your own personal preference. So,
Mm-hmm.
like even like if you say religion, if you say your favorite color, your favorite Coke, I mean soda, whatever it is, is people are entitled to their preference. It's the to me is immaturity. Like when people get to arguing which is better, everything will be better for the individual. You know,
Yeah.
the court is that I say it might, boo.
Yeah, I don't have nothing against it. I mean, listen, I probably done missed out on a lot of opportunities because I don't date outside my race. I had a white guy not too long ago put his name on a piece of paper. And he was a cute white guy, but I had to think twice. I'm like, nah.
You know what? Believe it or not, it's like it's different in Detroit because see, like I'm in Detroit, right? So like when we go out of state, like when we go down south, it don't it be kind of normal. But like when we go more east, or even west, people look funny. But even in Detroit, they look at me like I got money. A black guy dating the Middle Easterns don't really fuck with black people unless they got money. So when people see me, they looking like, okay, he got money. So
Oh, for real.
it's not like a funny look. Not here. I mean at least I don't. My wife probably get funky look. She always say that. But um yeah, I don't know too. That I don't think people want to look at me funny. So I don't really think I don't get too many funny looks. But my wife says she caught a couple looks. But my wife vocal too. My wife would be like, "You okay? Your eyes all right?" She and then she'd do some shit. My wife would put on a show. Like don't like that. She petty. My wife is very petty. And she thinks somebody looking because we mix. I remember we was in the doctor's office one day, and this old white lady was looking, and my wife kissed me, and I'm looking at her like, "Why you do that?" She was like, "Cause this lady keep looking like we ain't a couple or something. Like I don't love you," and she like said it out loud. And I'm looking like, "Look that old lady alone." I'm like, well, I don't know why she's staring. Like, calm down. My wife petty with it. I'm telling you.
Well, just to clear it up, when I say I miss opportunities, meaning I could have missed being opportunities, meaning being in a relationship. I don't know if you meant something else, but
No opportunities to like dating outside your. That's how I took it. Like you missed
right,
opportunities of dating outside your race.
right. That's what I was saying. I don't mean it like any other way. So I just wanted to put that out there.
And then is I don't know. It is you can tell if it ain't right because you'll be thinking about it too much. Because I've dated other women outside my race and thought about it and like it didn't that what made it not work. But with my wife it wasn't that. It was just we just vibing. We just living. It just felt right. And I think that's with any person, right? Even as friends, if I'm constantly questioning like someone, I know I don't supposed to be around them. If I constantly don't, wonder if this person is like this or like that, I just don't feel like I need to be around them. So when things just vibrate, no matter on what level the relationship is, they just vibe. And I don't really, because I get like my best friend, I love dude to death. He a white dude. I'm talking about we had each other back. I'm talking about like lives. Like it don't really matter what color he is. This man is genuine. Like I'm not go give that up. Having that internal connection with someone because of something on the outside and what society is forged for me. I can create my own story. So you know, but that for me it has to be mutual. If it ain't mutual, then you know you'll find those people in life that you'll look at them like it's us against the world.
Yeah, but talking about the black wife effect though, I mean, listen, I feel like we do got that swag about us though, and that's black being too. This is not to put any other people down. This is not to put any other people down. I don't want nobody to like feel some type of way because of what I'm saying. But the title is called Black Wife Effect. So don't be mad at me. Be mad at Word. But I feel like we do. We got some swag to us. We got swag about us. That's just I mean, let's be. We the trendsetters around here. We set trends. A lot of stuff that people do is somebody that look like us that created it. I'm gonna just be honest. So, listen, when you look at the black wife effect and you see how the dudes look, and then after, like, yeah, she had something to do with it majority of the time. And then a lot of that is like when you get in a relationship, it's like who influenced who in a way. Who influenced the other one. What race has the most influence on the relationship, I guess. Don't you think, Word?
It's the most dominant present is gold. That's like even in me and my wife relationship. Um, I'm more dominant than her, so it's gonna be I'm what I do is go influence more. So as far as the relationship, yeah, I mean that's just life. When two things, I mean it's either gonna be an equal balance or one go dominate the other.
Right. So when I be seeing the interracial couples, you'll hear them say like a little, they'll say like how we talk. They'll say little things, and I'll be like, oh, okay, it's cool. I ain't tripping, but I'm like, Ash Kiro, like she said. Listen, I don't have no problem with people dating. Date whoever you want to date. But when you get to a point where you want to talk down,
Yeah,
like, yeah, I don't like that. Like, you want to try to talk down, like your mama not black. Yeah, I have a problem with that.
and see for me that has nothing to do with that's all self hate. That ain't got nothing to do with loving someone else. I can love someone outside my race. That don't mean I hate the people that look like me. Like my mama, like I always say that because I get put into that category. Oh, you only married. This one dude said I had kids by a non-black woman because I hate black people. I'm like, no, I had kids because I love my wife, and we decided to replicate. Like we decided to clone ourselves. Lisa J. Stocks in the building. Appreciate you. And Amani, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Amani said, I wish I had a black
Hey,
wife.
Lisa.
uh,
Hey,
but
baby daddy.
East Dad in the building. What up? Um, yeah, that Jaden. But yeah, that to me is self hate. It's like if you date outside your race because you hate, you know, to me that's wild because like I always say my mother is black, my sister is black. Me loving my wife ain't have nothing to do with me not liking my skin color because I love being black. Well, melanated. I'm not black, but I love being me. You know. Um, And people who look like me, if I love myself, I'm gonna automatically love them too. You know, I love everyone. But yeah, I love people who look like me. I want to see people who look like me do great. I get excited because that's a representation, you know, um, showing something positive. That's inspiration, motivation. So yeah, but when people start bashing, then that's I have an issue with that. And those people don't like having conversations because you just tell them what it is. It's self hate. I mean, even if your mama and the representation of black women in your family is bad, that's still not a whole. So that's asinine to me. Like when people try to group, even when they group black men, the stereotypical black male. I'm not gonna call myself an outlier because the people around me now, we similar. We all strive for greatness. We ain't lazy. We take care of our kids. We family men. We handle our business. So I mean, we ain't out here doing ignorant things. When we was young, we was kids, but now that we men, we men. So we handle our business. So just the stereotypes, black woman or black man, I think it just shows. To me, it just shows where a person is in life. Because if that's the only experience you have with black people, that they're ignorant and stuff like that, it just shows you only put yourself around the ignorant black people.
Mhm. My only problem with what you knew says is skin tone is just the color. I agree, but then it's like, mm, that ain't how the world view it. Cause when I walk outside that door, they don't look at me as just the color, and part of that's part of my problem. Why me personally, I feel like I can't date interracially, and this is me. This is what I how I feel, right? And I know there's people out there who can understand from another race can understand me, but that's part of the reason why I can't. Is because I don't need nobody to be my husband or whatever, my man, and then talking about it's just the color. Nah, be in my shoes for a day. Have this brown skin and see how it ain't just. I mean, yeah, it's just a color, but it's like, man, it's a lot of BS we go through, and I ain't trying to complain or nothing like that. Cause I love being black and I love my skin and I won't change it for a thing. But I'm just saying,
I,
you got
I,
people walk around here that are privileged. I'm just gonna be honest.
I say it like this, so I put it like this. Is ideally we would want to believe, and how it probably should be. Skin is just the color, it's just a variation. That's how we should look at it. But the reality is, it's not set up like that. And I think once my wife, like, she knew that, but when she seen me go through certain things, then she looked like, damn, like that's fucked up, you know,
Hmm.
like she looked like, hold on, then she get mad. And um, then when we had our son, it was another level to it. Like now, like when she look in the news and she see certain things, she get outraged. Like when she see, before she didn't understand. Like especially working in the inner city hospital, people come shot up. She didn't understand, But once I like showed her and broke it down and explained it to her, she looked at it and like, okay, I understand now. Is a
That's
difference.
what I think. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
Is like when it comes to different cultures, right? We don't quite understand one another, and when we look at the experiences of one another, we associate it with our understanding. But until we either put in those shoes or those shoes are in our homes, it's hard to comprehend. But um, I believe it's some people, who push for making, you know, the variation of skin color, just that, I mean, I can't blame that neither because if we all accept that as a collection, I believe, I mean, just looking at things, observing things, this is just the reality, right? Um, all people are different, you know. If you look at the race, how they divide it into races, each, even genetically, like people with less melanin produce more creatine. You know what that means? They can stay in the cold longer.
Mm-hmm.
That's just natural to them. So the less melanin you have, the more creatine you produce, the more you can withstand the cold. So the more melanin you have, the more you can withstand the sun. So even if you look at um, like black people, we have when you look at our genetics, our fast twitch muscles are more developed than any other race. Our muscle structure is the way we carry weight is, But now when you look at Europeans, they have more bone density. Each race has something significant to them that they do, just like each plant. Look in nature. Each tree has a different usage. We want to be better than nature, but we not. We everything is natural. So, but the variety gives us the ability to experience things on different levels to one another. So, for me, it's all about complimenting, not competition. So, I mean, we can sit up here and say X, Y, and Z, but some things people just better at than other people. So, just embracing that is, for me, that's what I look at. Like, it's certain things you could be better than me. So, um, I don't know if that's what you were saying. It's just, uh, I mean, I think that's easy to, I don't know.
Yeah, no. I agree with what you're saying. I feel like I was saying, like when you get with another race, I don't think they necessarily understand what we go through. But then if they if you guys tend to date or be with one another, then they see certain situations where like, dang, that's
Yeah,
effed up. You know what I mean? That they don't realize it until they actually with you. And then they see like, why are they questioning you about this? Or why are you getting stopped for this? Or why are they looking at us while we in the store? You know what I mean? They start realizing certain things that when they could just typically walk in the store, it's no problem. They don't, you know what I mean? And so now, so that was just my thing. Is just that I feel like, certain people wouldn't understand. But I do believe that if I was to date someone, they will begin to understand,
and
what I go through. Or what
that's
we go through.
that's by choice too. You got to get the right person because some I have dated people and they didn't understand. Like, now I'm
Yeah.
straight. Like I'm just being real with that point too.
They be like,
That's
what you
just
mean?
reality.
They was just
It was like
nah.
debating. Like,
You know
hold
what I'm
on, bro.
saying?
You can't debate my experience. This is what I go
Right.
through. How you go debate my experience? But it was one more point I wanted to make. I was looking at ask you a question. I mean statement. But now check this out. I felt what like I'm just being honest, right? Before dating my wife, I'm just being honest, okay? I have native blood. I live a lot of the native ways, right? So when I hear people say this is America, speak American or English, or go back to your country, I be thinking like, well, shit, go back to your country and speak the native tongue. That's how I be thinking, right? So I laugh when I hear people say it, but once I start dating my wife, and they didn't even say this to my wife, it was a Mexican family. But I was in a store one day with my wife and her mother, and her mother and her was speaking Middle Eastern, and it was this Mexican family speaking, Spanish. And I heard somebody say, "Speak your we in America speak your language." And I looked up because I'm thinking he talking to my wife. So now I'm pissed. Like, hold on, bro. But they was talking to the Mexican family, and he said, "Why don't you go back across the border?" And I walked over to the dude and said, "Hey, if they ain't talking to you, why do you care what they saying or how they saying it?" I said, "Why don't you just mind your business and shop?" Yeah, he looked at me like, "Ain't you American?" Like, yeah, but you ain't. Go back to your country. He looking at me like, yeah, go back to your damn country. So, like, even that ignorance, man. If somebody ain't talking to you, they ain't talking to you. What they might be talking about, that's your paranoia. Even if they is, oh fucking well, you don't know what they're saying. Why care? I don't want nobody talking about you. Guess what? Somebody always go talk about you, if you know it or not. Even if they were speaking your language, they can still say it and you don't hear it. So what's the damn difference? People just be looking for reasons to be pissed off and angry. But you'll never know. Like me as a man, I never know the experience of like you hear so many different things. You know, when it comes to the woman experience. You know, why you with this man? Why you trying to build this man? Or why you trying? You'll never know unless you're a woman, man. Like women, y'all will never know what a man experience as a man. Like, do you think it's easy to be a boy, right? It's easy for me to wake up in the morning, go chill on the block, get high. It's easy for me to do that. You know what it's hard to do? To be a man, to go out there, make money, and come back home to the family, take care of the family, do what's necessary in the home. Like, like even the old school man, what they do, they go to work, come home, and chill while the wife do everything. That's not what I was trained to do. My dad told me for me to take care of my home, I do whatever's necessary. No matter if it's a man chore or a woman chore, if it needs to be done as a man, I do it. So that's what I do. I got to take care of my kids. If I got to wash, whatever I got to do, I got to do. I don't make no excuses. I just get it done the best way I can. That's not easy. And then you got to fight the stereotypes. You know, it's not easy being a man. It's easy to be a boy. No responsibilities, carefree, be disrespectful. You know how hard it is not to cuss somebody out when they going off on you because you the male. You the man. You supposed to be able not to take their disrespect, but you supposed to rise above it and be the example. You supposed to be the leader. You supposed to be the beacon. That shit is hard. Oh man. You still there, Tay? I want to get back to the black woman effect because, like I said,
Still here.
I think it's dope. I do think it's dope because it's just showing um, the appreciation that other people have for black women too. You know, at first, I didn't know how to take it, but the more I seen it, um, it showed it in a positive light, in my opinion. It didn't exploit the black woman, as most things do. You know, it didn't over sexualize the black woman, as most things do. It didn't show the black woman in a ghetto state or ghetto mindset or having. It didn't show none of that. It showed like, hey, I was lame, but now look at me. You know, so I think that was dope. Supposed to be like, ask Era, I'm telling you, man, is I don't know. Like my generation, after my generation, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. Like men look at women as property instead of an asset. If you got a good woman, I mean, you can accomplish other things. You know, you can take care of. That's how I look at it. I got a good woman. Certain things I ain't got to worry about. I know my wife go knock it out and get it done, so I can handle other business. We're a team. I ain't got to worry about what she thinking because she gonna tell me if I want to hear it or not. I appreciate that. Like stuff like that. I can't. Yeah, happy belated birthday, bro. Happy belated birthday, Mr. 33. Shout out to the 9. Hold on, let me put this banner up.
Oh yeah, happy belated birthday. Gary, I listened to the live and I heard it was your birthday.
Is it? Yeah, Gary, I apologize that you weren't born under the Taurus sign, but you all right, bro. You all right. You'll be all right. He's
He's a
just
Gemini.
he just missed out. But that's all right. I gotta
Mm.
pick with him. He just missed out. I know. I feel bad for everyone who ain't a Taurus. I feel bad for all y'all. Actually, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel bad for y'all, but it's all right. Y'all got some good attributes. Y'all some good people. Y'all just not bulls. Tay gonna get me.
Hmm.
At the expense of bringing the black woman. Facts, ASCII, bro. Facts. That's another thing, too. She said it also didn't put the black man down at the expense of bringing the black woman up. I didn't think about all that till now. Facts. Um, and I don't, because I don't like that whole concept, black man versus black. I'm not looking at the ignorant portion. I mean, I don't feel they had a battle. I mean, you see it, is evident, especially on the internet. But to me, that's all. That's psychops to me. It's like that's what they want to push. That's what they want to push. They don't want to push, black love, black positivity. They don't want to push that. They want to push, and why you only see that? You don't see that. Even think about these countries where you can go over and pick a bride and move her home. They not at war with they men and women ain't at war with each other. Wouldn't you like that shit wild to me? Like, hold on, if I was in one of them countries where they do the mail order bride and I was the dude, I'd be like, hold on, man, y'all rather go be with people outside of our country than to try something with me? But you don't see them at war with one another. It's to create, yeah, it's to create division. But it's a lot of things, man. Look, like I believe in men expressing their emotions, right? But learn how to do that shit in a productive way because you got too many men out here that's expressing too much emotion, too much. It's yelling and screaming and threatening people. Like men don't handle business like that, bro. Look, if you under the age of 50, I don't care if you over than 50. Look, you need a mentor. You need a man above you to be able to break life down or help you guide you through life. If you can have a father, you can, but guess what? Your daddy ain't gonna know everything. That's just life. That's reality. So if you really want to become the best version of yourself, you need to get examples. Even if you don't sit down with this person, say he my mentor, if you just watch a man. First you got to define what a man is: mature, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Use that for a basis. But get an example. Women too. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's necessary, especially if you're trying to figure everything out yourself. Why do that when people can help you? Why do that when you can observe and learn? Even if a person ain't talking you through stuff, you can watch and learn. A lot of people have watched Bill Cosby growing up and learned morals and values. If you think a man is supposed to be yelling and screaming and shit, you better talk to some dudes over. Like my dad told me his father never raised his voice unless he was about to kick somebody's ass flat. That's it. If it was an ass whooping coming, then yeah, Papa raised his voice. But other than that, man, a few words. Handled business, went to work, took care of the family, did what he was supposed to do. I don't know. These people weird, man. Yeah, man out here threatening women. How that make you? How's that? What is that supposed to do? You threatening a woman. To threaten a woman, you must feel threatened by a woman. For you to threaten a woman, you must feel threatened by her. That's how I look at it. So what's really going on? Why you feel threatened by a woman? She that dangerous? That just shows lack of self-confidence. I don't know. Never had kids, never been married, never finished school. You want to stand up? Somebody make it make sense. Score. Hey. And see, Ask Hero, that's up, y'all. What up, anti-social in the building? What up, though? I don't understand these men sometimes. Hold on, I got a highlighter. I can't even read it. I'm showing more masculinity. Yeah, Ask Hero. And that's the thing. Like, you know, we talk about looking for solutions, right? So if someone presents me a problem, why are women so masculine? And I look at that problem and I give you a solution. People get upset because if you ask me why women are so masculine, and I observe, you got a lot of single mothers, you got a lot of women put in roles as the male and the female. So they have to produce masculinity. You know, a female raising a child has to discipline the child. Usually that's the father's role, right? So if the father is absent and she by herself, either she got to find somebody or do it herself. So if you can't find somebody, you got to do it yourself. Then that's what's wrong. You know, and you just got to look at it. The female wouldn't have to be masculine if they had a masculine presence. You know, so that's partial solution. So, and both parties got to work on that. You know, because it's times where you'll see situations where you'll have a good man with a bad woman. You know, you got a man there to be the masculine presence, but the woman won't release that because she's been doing it for so long. I mean, you can sum it up to that. Like that whole independent woman concept, I don't believe in that. And this is why I'm gonna tell you why. Because once you independent means alone, right? It's better words as self-efficient, right? You can be self-efficient as a woman, and that way when you find a complementary piece, you can complement that piece. But if you are an independent woman and you got that mindset, I'm independent, that's just how you go think, and that's how you go approach things. Like the subconscious is a bad motherfucker, I'm telling you. And once you program yourself into that independent state, it's gonna be difficult dealing with people because you're gonna be thinking independently. You know, it's gonna be me, 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 me. I gotta take care of myself. I've heard people go, if I get married, still keep a separate bank account, and that's cool. But for the reasons why, because I don't know what's going. What? Why get married then? You should look. I'm telling you this. Anything. If you go in thinking that something bad gonna happen, it's gonna eventually happen. It's gonna eventually happen. Um, I'm not saying any situation you get in, just think the best, but that's why you need to be selective and careful with who you decide. But if you go in thinking something gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yep. But then the minute it happened, you like, I'm out.
Yeah.
See, that's why I never wanted to be married.
And see, I had a friend who I ain't even gonna talk about it. Well, he ain't gonna watch the show. I don't care. He been on the show a couple times, but he he had a kid by a woman, and when he started talking about marriage, she started talking about how marriage never worked, right? And the closer and closer it got to the day of them, eventually, the closer and closer it got, the more fuck shit start happening. I'm not gonna blame it on either side. I'm gonna just say, so it was like her constantly saying that, then they start having issues and problems. But before that, it was great. But he was like, okay, we got a kid, so I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna make you an honest woman. I don't know, maybe that did it. I'm like, bro, I don't know if you should have said that to her. She's like, what you mean, honest woman? Like, I'm not honest or something already? I'm like, she's like, marriage don't work anyway. Everybody, she went in, didn't even get to the marriage. I'm like, imagine, I have dated women. Um, you want me to tell you the honest to God truth? Why I never will ask? Well, why I stopped asking when people wanted to break up with me? Like when they wanted to break up, why I stopped asking why we break up? Because the first time I ever asked that, the girl said, well, I was going to cheat on you before you cheat on me. And I'm like, what? Well, everybody do it. Everybody cheat. Ain't nobody. I'm like, what? So why we even together if okay, I'm straight. Because I just realized people slow. Like people are slow. Yeah. And that's why I use the term self-efficient, right? Um, Starts at home first. Yep. And that's why I use self-efficient too, because if you look at the definitions between independent and self-efficient, self-efficient is more broader anyway. Like self-efficient means you can take care of yourself, no matter what the situation is or circumstance. Independent just means you by yourself. That's why people say I can do bad all by myself. Yeah, you can do bad all by yourself, but what about doing good by yourself? Being self-efficient. Now you become an asset. Now you become valuable. Leadership definitely starts at home. Facts. Everything started at the crib. Everything do. Everything started at the crib. You still there, Tay? Am I still alive? Oh.
I'm still here.
You see, I was trying to look at the computer screen. Everything went white for a minute. I'm like, I'm still alive. Definitely two heads is better than one. But yeah, I think that's dope. I think that's I think that's a celebration of the black woman. And I think if anybody get jealous or pissed at it, then you should have did it first. Black man should have been saying the black wife effect first. So that's just how I feel about it. I think it's dope. At first, I don't know how. I guess I needed to see it because I didn't know what it was. But the more I seen it, I'm like, okay, that's kind of fly. But I heard one content creator going in on black man talking about people getting their Vivica A. Fox on. They tired of waiting for you black men to do this, and now sisters finally dating. I'm like, they ain't finally. They've been doing this. What is you talking about? Maybe you didn't do it, but this ain't nothing new. And that's just the point I wanted to make. Like, this ain't nothing new. It's been happening throughout history. Look at all these older movies. Remember the older commercials, the Cheerios commercial? How often did you see a black man and a white woman? They never projected that image. That's the image they always projected when they talk about interracial couples. Did you notice that? Like in movies or whatever, it was always a black woman with a white man. It wasn't vice versa. Because the masculine present, the man is the ruler. So a black woman with a white man is safe. But a black man with a white woman, that's not a good image. The black wife effect. So there's a thing going on TikTok where white dudes are showing, well, not just white people now, it's all people of all dudes from, if they got a black spouse or girlfriend, I even seen some girlfriend ones. But if they dating a black woman, they'll show pictures before dating her and after. So they'll show them like nerdy or whatever, and then they'll show them with like swag after they get with the black woman. It's all over TikTok and all over. It's all over shorts too. The shorts feed. It's all through there too. Yeah, but I just wanted to tap in on that. I ain't gonna stay on too late tonight because wife got to work early tomorrow. Man, my daughter. Man, if y'all got kids, man, it ain't nothing but like being what do they call it? A girl dad. It ain't nothing like being a girl dad, man. It ain't nothing like it, man. I love my son in bunches. That's my boy. That's my little homie. But my daughter, man, that's something. She get on my nerves the most. Out of my wife, out of my dog, out of my son, my daughter. And she is just spoiled to the teeth. She's just spoiled, and I keep spoiling her. And I know I'm gonna pay for it and regret it later, but that's my baby girl. She is like the cutest thing ever, man. Oh man,
Daddy's little girl.
man.
Nah, but my bad. What you gonna say?
What you eating?
AR Narc will run and tell you what y'all talking about in the chat. I just came back to the chat.
Whatever you was
I
eating
was eating
sounded
some
finger looking good. I'm like, I
some
heard that.
chips. But now, the black wife effect. I like you said. I think it's dope. The fact that they celebrating, black women and stuff like that. I think it's a. I don't know. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. But like I say, how would it be if it was flipped the other way around? How would black women feel? Because they already feel some type of way about black men dating outside their race.
Like,
So
how would black women feel?
yeah, would they be angry? Cause what happened if
Because
y'all would have came up with that first? Would they
because
be
they
pissed off?
and look, you got to think about it like this too. I maybe my perspective could be biased. I'm just being honest, right? Maybe my perspective is biased because I am married outside my race, right? So I wonder how like black men feel about this. That's fucked up to say, ain't it? Damn.
No, it's not. That's why I'm asking. Like, how do black men feel about it? Because
Yeah,
black
because
men
I
could be feeling some type of way.
my girlfriend. You know, Riders, what up, sir? Man, I was trying to get up there. The kids, Riders was on Miss 504. Shout out to Miss 504. Riders was on the panel. I was trying to get up there, but about time I got the kids down and everything settled, she was getting off. So I couldn't get on the panel, but Rach held it down. Shout out to Rachel too. Y'all had a good conversation. Y'all start chirping when y'all start talking about Madonna. I'm not even gonna bring that up. I'm not even gonna. We ain't even. That's is worse than tossing midgets. I tell you. So we ain't even gonna bring that up in today's
Oh,
episode.
hell no.
We'll go on petty vision tomorrow and talk about. We'll have an open discussion on petty vision. We talk about everything, but yeah, they had a crazy conversation over. It. But yeah, I wonder how like Bronze. How you feel about that, bro? How you look at it, Gary? How y'all look at that, man? I wonder. Well, Realist ain't in the building. If
Cause I'm gonna
Realist
be
was here.
honest, if there was black men and it had like the black husband effect, I don't know. I might feel some type of way. I ain't gonna hold you. I
seven
probably feel some type of way.
755. What up, though? Appreciate you, sir. Hey, that
Like,
dinosaur. Oh, go ahead.
oh, you get with the interracial, and you think you didn't upgrade it, this and that. You know, I don't know. Probably would feel some type of way, but it ain't an issue because I don't really see a lot of black men talking about it. But black women, we go, we gonna talk our talk. We gonna feel some type of way. Black men letting us slide. But what happened if it was the other way around?
Oh, black women are definitely be talking. They talking shit now about
We
it.
be talking mess. You
But,
heard me?
but see, black women talking shit about it now against black men. It's women. I'm not gonna say it's a large group, but there are. I have heard conversation where they using this the not the people making the videos, but the people watching it. Like, damn, like you just look for it. But that's it's no look, people who bash, I don't care if you dating outside your race or inside your race, if you constantly bashing your counterpart, if you're talking negative about them, then to me that's just self hate. Like, I'm not even married to a black woman, but I appreciate black women. I see the beauty in black women. I know the significance of a black woman. That's
I
why you
don't
don't hear
self
me
hate
bashing.
though.
You said what?
I don't feel like I'm a self hater, but I can only speak from my experience.
Right.
And my experience, some I'm not gonna say all, with some black men have not been good. I'ma just say. And so a lot of the things that issues that black women have with black men, it just kind of it sometimes it just seems a little odd because a lot of women when they start talking about how they like the problems they had with black men, I'm like, damn, we all date the same type of men.
And but if you
That's what
listen
I
to
be tripping on.
but have you ever really sat down and talked to women of other races? Like my wife said she refused to date like a Chaldean guy. Or she was done with Middle Eastern dudes. That's how she said I'm done. You know, I think it's just a human experience, and like because we are of a race and we tend to be around our own race, when we have good or bad experiences, it's usually with our own race. Like when they talk about black on black crime, but if you look at the crime statistics, anybody in the vicinity of anybody is going to do crime to those people in the vicinity. So, but I don't hear people saying white on white crime when more white people kill white people than black people kill black people by numbers, not percentages, but by numbers. Look at the DOJ report and tell me I'm wrong. So, I mean, I would even like my experience. I had some. bad experiences with black women. I really did. Um, but those I chalked that up. Um, Let me ask you this: like when you said we all date the same kind of men, right? Do you see any similarities?
Do I see similarities?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's the similarities you notice? I'm gonna tell you what similarities I noticed just from my own personal experience.
I mean, either these men are not accountable for their own actions. You know, you can't. Let me see. Let me think about some similarities. They're not accountable. These are men that don't stand on business. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that you see. Like you see the red flags. You know, and now I notice the red flags, but back then I noticed the red flags back then. But sometimes you just be wanting to make it work with people, or I don't know,
Hmm.
man. You be wanting to
Now,
make you be wanting to make shit work, and it don't.
now, if you don't mind, can I take you through a practice? I go through when relationship coaching, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So what you just told me was like the results, right? Not accountable, not responsible, um, don't stand on business. Now, when we see those traits, we have to go back to the root of them. So the these type of guys, did they come from a particular environment? Was there similar circumstances? Like, I'm not saying when you raised in a two family home, you better, but when you raised around a man who teaching you how to be a man, when you have those examples, and you don't have to come from a two family home. It can be uncles, it can be cousins, it can be older men that's actually guiding them and directing them right. You know, even like when you say stand on business, what was their education level? I will have to ask
Mm-hmm.
because
There was some that came from the hood. There were some that had education. There were some that did not.
I would say this too, like just looking at different things. Like when I say education, I'm not saying education makes people better, but if you think about it, to obtain a degree, you have to be disciplined,
Takes discipline.
right? So the higher the level of education, the more discipline a person usually has. Usually, not all the time, because there's some older people who got degrees and do fuck shit. But I'm just saying, usually these people are more responsible. These people are more accountable. People who went through the military. People who got um, you can just look at different aspects of people's lives and tell the level or degree of responsibility, accountability that they hold. How do a person interact? Okay, you can have a man with a family, right? If this man is cheating on his wife, he's not responsible because cheating on your wife, you're not taking care of the family. You can actually fuck up the whole family dynamic by cheating on your wife. So that man is not responsible. Is a lot of times it's the like growing up, right? Some of the goodest dudes I knew, um, and I knew would do right by a woman. They were considered nerds, but they were very responsible. You know, they did good in school. They were dedicated to different things. It was just not popular, but they showed dedication. Like those are attributes of people. So when we young, man, we want the nice body or whatever. Women, I don't know what y'all want, but when we young, we look at the different aspects. We look at different aspects than we do when we mature and understand what's important. So, like now, when I take people through coaching, especially with relationships, like if I had a single client, we talk about what didn't work, so we can figure out what will work, and going back to the root, looking like we see the end results of things, but looking how they became is important to identify what we want to obtain later. So if a person, um, and I'm not saying some good people don't have good relationships with their parents, but even that, like if a man is speaking vile to his mother, what you think he gonna do to you?
Yeah, he gonna talk crazy to you too.
Yeah, even if a man, I know men whose mothers were literally crackheads, right? But they never spoke down on them, and they don't talk to women like that. They treat all women with respect because they treat their mother like that. So if you a man and you willing to dog out your mother, that just tells me everything I need to know about you. You don't know how to treat a woman.
That's why to this day I never if
KY in the building. What up? My bad. My bad.
if a man like
Atmosphere.
I always ask a man, how's your relationship with your mom? Because if the relationship majority of the time is not good, I'm just kind of asking. Sometimes it might not be good because of the mother or something, but
Yeah.
you know, it just that's a type of question I like to ask because man,
If
if you start talking bad about your mom, I'm looking at you sideways. For
if a
real.
man can, like, even if like I said, I got a friend, his mom, he do everything he can to help her. He'd never talk down on her, call her names, never do that. And that's just how he treat all women. Even if your mom is bad, I don't care.
Moms is moms. I don't care what she is. You don't never talk bad about moms.
This is the thing about humans, right? And you can observe it for yourself, or you can go research it. We learn by association, by associating things, right? That's how we comprehend things. It's through association. So if my experience with my mother is all bad, right? When I start experiencing different things with women, guess what it's gonna be? Guess how I
Bad.
know I'm gonna handle this? The man's first relationship with a woman is his mom, and I'm not talking about no sexual things. I'm talking about interacting, how to treat the opposite gender. A man's first experience with women is his mother, so that's how a man is going to understand how to interact with women. It's hard for me to call women out their name or dog a woman because I have a mother, I have sisters, I have a wife, I have a daughter. And the first thing I associate, this is someone's motherfucker. You know why I do that? Is because I love mine. If I didn't give a flying fuck about mine, guess what? I'm not gonna give a flying fuck about nobody else's. So when you see people, I'm just telling you, I'm helping you understand behavior. So when you see people just unapologetically going off on women, men, this is why. I promise you. Look into their shit. I bet you they got some fucked up relationship with the women in their own family. That's why they can't respect women in other people's family, and vice versa. The women too. They get fucked up relationships with their daddies and their brothers, and they gonna have fucked up relationships with everybody else. A woman's first experience with a man is her father. So until we mend and understand and heal, our interactions with the opposite sex always gonna be fucked up.
Damn, you got me over here analyzing my relationship with my dad. I started thinking, is that the reason why? No, let me stop. But my relationship wasn't fucked up with my dad. I mean, my dad was there, but mm I just didn't do shit that he wanted me to do. Yeah, I was hard headed.
Financial Petty is in the building. Kalani, what up, though, bro? Yeah, I
KY in the
didn't put the
building.
banner up. If we was on
Mm.
Petty Vision, I got a joke for KY. He probably ain't gonna like it, but it's gonna be funny. That's my dog, though. That's my dog. Shout out to Papa Will too. He probably live and fell asleep again. Papa Will doing, I don't know what he doing. He doing the promote. He promoting over there. So definitely go check out Papa Will. Go promote your channel. He doing live streams, he playing music, and you can go over there and promote. So definitely go check him out.
But a
Yep.
lot of the men on there, they be sitting up there talking reckless about women and stuff. Majority of the time, they don't. They have issues with their mama,
hmm
or they be mad because they been rejected by women.
And to be honest, like the women on here that do that, I don't pay them attention. It's not the men that do it is more noticeable to me because it's like I guess I don't know, So I'm not gonna say women don't do it, but it's very noticeable when a man talks reckless to a woman. That shit is noticeable. When a woman do it, it's kind of like she just
It's kind
popping
of like
off.
women talk. Women gonna
Yeah,
talk.
like that's how I look at it.
Like women go talk, but when a man do it, it look really bad for a man because it be like, bro, who hurt you?
Yeah,
Who hurt you, bro? Like why
like
why
you need
is
a
you up
hug.
here crying?
I'm sorry, I can't. And no shot against nobody who do it. No shot. I hope. I mean, I don't know how people feel.
And
I
then
just
you
can't
got
be.
passport bros and stuff.
Oh no, that shit weak. They just
They
need
be talking
attention.
about going over there. And then I be hearing a lot of them be getting unalive too, be trying to go over there. And then them women be unaliving them.
Like man, they don't know nothing about. Yeah, they don't know nothing about that. You
Or they
going to
get set
somebody else's
up.
country? Yeah, like like a lot of them. Look, man. Look, I was just talking. Who was I talking to? I think I was talking to my dad or my brother. But I was saying the best education I got was from the street. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just speaking real. In the street, you experience everything,
You
anything
really
you could
do.
possibly think of. I'm just being real. You experience all phases of life, depending on what you into. But I done seen some shit, and I tell you one thing. Um, going, I don't go on different people's territories. Not to be relaxed. I go for business, and I'm out. You know, I ain't about to go chill and relax and nah, bro. That'd be a setup. If you ain't never seen a woman set a man up, and you talking about going out of the country, you got me bent, man. Like I said, these dudes ain't experienced shit. That's why they talk so reckless too. They ain't experienced nothing. A lot of these dudes probably
You
wasn't nothing
think
in
the
high
ones that's
school.
going over there, the passport bros, they ain't experienced nothing?
Man, I don't like. To me, I don't. They couldn't have. Like it don't even sound right. That sound, man. I almost said something. My wife. Oh man, I almost said something. I said it like this. That's not nothing. Look, a dude from the hood barely want to go out of city. They try to take a dude from the hood over there to go get a woman and see what he say.
Nah, yeah, you right. He ain't doing that shit.
Hell no. Hell no. That shit sound crazy. I'm about to go over here and go in these other people's country, and I'm the man because I'm black and I got money and I'm a flex. And man, they gonna string your ass up somewhere. You going to another country trying to flex, and I'm gonna take your women. What? That's an act of war. What the fuck? That shit don't like the concept to me is not even like nah, man. They don't know nothing. People just do shit for clicks and views. That's why when you said they got it alive, I'm not surprised. That is
But they really be
expected to
going
me.
over there though.
That's expected to me. For me, honestly, why you think? Look, the white people don't do that. You know what they do? They do the mail order. Why you think they ain't going over there? No, they send it and you come over here. We ain't going over here. White people know how to do it the right way. We gonna order you
Yeah.
from a catalog. We ain't gotta see nah, we ain't gotta do all that. You just come over here to my territory. You come into my home. You know, I ain't going over there.
Cause I was about to say they do it too.
Shit. After the woman is here and they establish and they understand, that's the only time they get. I know people who, well, I worked with like two people who I ain't gonna say mail ordered, but they brides came from overseas like that and they never met their family until like 5, 6 years later. After everything was established. Then they'll go over there. But they ain't going over there to get them. Hell no. Nah. Meet you at the airport.
Damn.
They'll learn you. I'm telling you. They will learn you. The world needs a reset. Definitely. Definitely, man. Because everything is just I think the things they personify, it's some good shit, man. It's some good people in this world doing great things. You know, we over here rocking out. You know, ain't nobody seeing us though. Or when they see us, you know, too good to be true. But yeah, we rocking out. We gonna keep rocking out. But there's some good shit in this world. Good conversation.
Hit the link if y'all want to come up.
Yeah, the link is on the community wall. You can definitely hit the link. Go check out my community wall. The link is there. Watch folks sleep. Hey man, it be people do man. People be on here. It be thousands of people watching people rub a microphone. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well,
Man, this is some weird shit on here. Look, people are. Look, it's petty time. Peanut butter petty time. Hey, look. Yeah, we in the petty hour. I'm probably gonna be a little petty right now. We ain't gonna talk about no midgets, but we gonna talk about this ASMR thing. Like this shit is out of control. It's people in here acting like fucking androids. Did you see that shit?
nah, what you talking about?
It's people on here acting like robots. I'm like, is this an AI? Like, no, this is a
Oh
real
yeah,
person.
they be doing that on TikTok, acting like
They
AI
on
and shit.
YouTube doing it now. I'm
Hey,
like,
they
this
brought
is
it to YouTube and doing it on
man.
live.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they wild, bro.
These people are wild. They acting like androids. Like that short feed. I be scrolling up and like, oh my god, with a YouTube live feed. You know, there's people on here acting like Android. There's people on here rubbing on microphones, whispering like, "What the fuck is going on?" I can see the video games. I enjoy, you know, the video game stream. Some games, I don't know what the hell they be playing. It'd be like a ball bouncing around and splatting stuff. Dude be jumping up and down. Like you only push the button one time, and everything else is doing it by itself. And it'd be
But
thousands of
listen,
people in there.
that ASMR though, I don't know, like psychologically, I don't know what it do, but I think it does do something to your brain.
Man, they better go read a damn book. That do something to
For
your brain
real.
too. That I believe you. It's frequency. So I mean I understand,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you can't tell me you're matching the right frequency by rubbing on a microphone. What frequency is that?
I mean, that I don't know, but I'm just saying.
I mean I understand the concept, but unless you intentionally hitting a specific frequency, and then I need to know. Like I will sit in one of them chai gong live where they producing different frequencies. I listen to that, but this other stuff. KY, show yourself real quick, bro. I don't want to put the banner up. I'm being lazy. That's the man, the myth, the legend. I got you, bro. If you want to go back dark, I got you.
What's
The
up, y'all?
man, the man, the myth, the legend.
What's up, Tays? Salute.
What's good?
Chilling.
Oh, this cake. What up, Kalani? I
What's
I just looked at the screen. What's
up?
good?
What's good
Why
with
you
you?
got this old man on here?
Hey man, cause I'm an old man.
Man, get your ass out of here with that.
What's up? I love the subject, man. We gotta really reset. You know what I mean? Like get back to the basics, basically.
You just want to get financially petty. What you got for
Yup.
us?
Yup.
Man,
Hey,
you
did
talking about
you?
getting back to the basics, but you ain't trying to be with nobody. You trying to be
That's
single.
true. That's true.
Nah,
That's true. Tay.
I'm gonna let y'all talk for a minute. I'm about to get some Kool Aid. Tay, tell them about the significance of being with a black woman.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. You sitting there talking about we need a reset and we need to
I
get back to
already
the
know what you're
basics.
gonna do, Taze. I already know.
What?
Because you're gonna get on me about like being single and stuff. But I mean,
I'm just saying, how can you talk and then you doing what you doing?
I ain't doing nothing.
That's the problem. You're doing absolutely nothing.
Well, thank you, Thais. And I just want you to know I love your podcast. You know, shout out to your podcast and what you be doing and shit.
Shout out to the podcast. I'm starting that back up. I've been playing around. I'm
I
going back
love
to that.
it. I
So come
love
over
it.
there, Kehlani. I'm gonna bring it back up.
Oh man, I love the food. Wow, you be making some dishes that
But let's get back to how do you feel about the black wife effect?
I mean, been 50-50 no more. And I think,
Wait, you kind of went in and out. Was it just me?
can you guys hear me?
I can hear you now. Say it again.
I was saying that it looks like everybody's going into like a 50. They're not even thinking 50-50 no more. Now it's not even like that. It's like 70-30, 60-40. If you're lucky, you got a girl that's like 60-40. But not a lot of women are 50-50 no more.
What is 50-50 to you?
I mean,
What is
where,
that like? Break it
if
down.
I
What
had a
does that
bad
mean?
if I had a bad month in business and my financials went down, you got my back until I get back up, because I got a plan, you know what I mean, obviously. But, I fell. And a lot of women don't want to go through that right now.
Mm. So you saying 50-50 on the bills. You're saying 50-50 on the cooking, 50 on like because this is a problem. This is the only problem I have with 50-50, right? If we go half on the bills, then that means you saying 50-50. You literally said 50-50. So that means we go 50-50 on everything, not just bills. So when it comes to cleaning, we go 50-50 on.
I mean, I think that the context of it, Thais, would be like 50-50 and the at the end of the day. Because in a relationship, obviously there's going to be 70-30, there's going to be 60-40, there's going to be, you know, you know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of different scenarios that, shows the man or the woman in certain situations. But I'm saying at the end of the day, it should always be 50-50, but that's just my personal opinion. You can tell me your take.
My take on it is when people say 50-50, it's just like that's not realistic. Because then if it is 50-50, you got like how does a woman like just say for example, right? If the woman go 50 on the bills, right? Realistically, she most likely is not going 50 on the cleaning. She's probably 80% of the cleaning and the man is probably 20%. We just gonna give up. example, right?
Okay.
And then you got children, y'all going 50-50 on taking, taking care of the children, like taking baths and stuff like that. So when men say 50-50, it's like a lot of the stuff, and this is not all the time, but majority of the time, a lot of the stuff falls on the woman. It's the woman responsibility because you still have a home and you have responsibilities in the home, right?
And
So
my bad.
go ahead, word.
Okay, why he dropped off? But
Oh, he
yeah,
dropped
what you
off.
was
Shit, I
he
don't
came
even.
back
You
up.
are looking. He got mad at me. Dang,
No, no, he
that's
can't. He
wild.
probably just fell off. Well, I think he just fell off.
Hey,
But
you was in the middle of your thought. My bad, yo.
but you
Oh, I
remember
thought you got mad.
Oh no, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. Never at
you
you. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
you remember in the middle of the show when I said my dad told me a man does what's necessary, whatever needs to be done. Like in my home, I do that. Majority of the time, the kids are under me or with me. I don't even let my wife go up and down the stairs with clothes baskets because our washer and dryers in the basement. So I wash the clothes. She fold them, I wash them.
That's right.
You know, um, I do. She go in the yard and do yard work, but uh, it's certain things that But like you said, it got to be 50-50. 50-50 is 50-50. Is everything. It's
But
not just
Right.
I
you
want to
know.
be clear though. I want to be clear to Tae's point. Like it's not always going to be 50-50. You know what I mean? It's going to be 70-30. It's going to be 60-40. Sometimes because of the position that we're in. You know what I mean? Like the woman looks to the man to take care of business, and when he falls down, that doesn't happen often. So that's why I say 60-40, 70-30. You know what I mean?
I just personally don't see why men would be concerned whether they wife or they girl, whoever would have their back when something happens, because I feel like that's
You with
that's
the wrong
like,
person.
yeah, you with the wrong person if you literally feel like I lose my job tomorrow and she can't pick me up. Like, that's, to me, that sounds crazy because if my man has been taking care of me, he's been doing for me, like, life is gonna life. And life is not going, you know what I mean? Life is going to happen. So
Sometimes you
when it
don't
does
know.
happen, we going to deal with it together. I'm not just going to let you drown. If you
That's
drown,
what's
I
up.
drown. That's
That's
crazy.
what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
But I had to learn that, like, because I was with women, and then when shit get bad, they turned their back on me. So I had to learn I was with the wrong women. That's not what women do, but that's what being with the wrong woman. That's what happened.
Yep.
It was just I had to change the way I thought, um,
Hey, Lana,
because
you got a
even now,
tab open?
No, I don't. Do I have an echo? I'm so sorry if I do.
yeah, let me see something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, Echo. I tried to unmute him.
I
He
hit the,
muted it.
you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right, love y'all, man.
Oh, you ain't have to leave, bro. You just came back up. But yeah, and that's what happens. You might go through four bad relationships and just chalk it up. This is how it is. That's what I did. This is how it is. Um, so that's just how we experience life. But then we have to realize that sometimes it's us. We dealing with the wrong people. And once we take that accountability, a couple things happen for me. I didn't settle for anything less than I knew I deserved. So if a person can't produce, and I'm not gonna try to make them, you're just not the right person. That's just what it is. It sounds fucked up, but you know, um, You know, and women, y'all got that innate ability of trying to bring the best out of people. You know, y'all women got to stop trying to build these men up. I'm sorry. Um, you can get with a man and add to him, but if you got to build him up, then I don't. Even as a man, right? This is just how I think. Because I heard men have these discussions like, "Oh, we supposed to build together." That's true, right? But you have to bring something to the table. Like for me, you should already have something established where, okay, I can play my part. I can do my part as a man. Can you do your part as a woman, and then we can build together? But if you got to build me up, then what the hell have I been doing before I met you? That's just how I look at it.
Interesting.
You know, that's how I look at it. That's why a lot of these cultures. Why you think the boys don't move out until they go to school, get a degree, and marry a woman? Because the whole time they're preparing for that. They're building themselves up to be an asset as a husband, as a father. You know, they ain't just doing it on the fly. Some people don't have that luxury. I understand. But if we notice, we should be preparing our next generation. You know, stop kicking these kids out because they're 18. Don't kick them out. Let them establish themselves so they can have a good foundation to build on. That should be normal.
Facts. I agree. But I never got kicked out, bro. I wanted to leave. And then I learned the hard way. I should have stayed my ass at home. For real. My parents never kicked me out. I could have stayed a long time. I could have stayed till I was like 25, 26, probably. But now I want to be grown. I'm tired of my parents telling me, "Duh, duh, 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 duh. I want my own place." Yeah. Yeah. Then I get out there and I realize I got bills now.
Hmm. Yeah, but that's how it's against. That's like my wife culture. Like they can't move out. Her sister did though. Her sister not married or nothing. Her sister moved out. Like I'm moving. I don't care. Her sister is like she don't even like her culture like that. Not like following the ways of the culture my wife did. So she didn't move out until we got married. But that's how. So that's something I'm adopting. You know, my kids they ain't gotta move out until they fully established. And they ain't gotta be married, but you gotta be able to afford your own house. That's how I want it. That's ideally that's how I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna let them stay and stack up and build, and I'm gonna teach them and instill it. I'm gonna tell them from a very young age. I'm teaching my son now how important it is to take care of your things and teaching them how to save money. Like I give them some money. I say, well, if you go to the store now, you want that big toy, but it's gonna take you a couple weeks to get the money. So if you spend your money on something at the store, it's just gonna take you longer to get that. So he learned how to save for the things he wants. And it's teaching him discipline because he go to the store like I ain't spending my money now. I'm gonna wait. I get more money next week.
Mhm. I just think the 50-50, whatever, how many ever the split, I just think that is different for everybody. And you got some men that do more, and then you got women who do less, and then you have women that do more and men that do less. So I think it's just different for everybody. But I feel like it's easy to go and get money and then bring it home and put it. I feel like that's easier than dealing with kids, cleaning
Yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it's easy to go get money.
Yeah.
That's easy.
You get a break from the kids when you go get
Right.
money.
You got to deal with kids all day.
And
or
then,
you know, like
mhm, like
and try to keep the house clean and that's hard work.
that's why I say my mom was a superwoman because she did everything. She went to work. She got us together. She cooked. She cleaned. She did everything. Stuff that wasn't shit.
That's what
Even
I'm saying. It's hard work, especially a single mom doing everything. She's cooking, she's cleaning, she's making sure all the kids did their homework. They didn't took a bath. Like, man, that's a lot. And then make sure everybody lunches are packed and every paperwork is signed for school. Anybody going on a field trip, all of that needs to be done. Like keeping track. Don't have more than one. That's even, it's a lot.
and I
Shoot.
think that would be a good conversation. What is 50-50?
Right, because people love to say 50-50, but if we doing 50-50, literally 50-50, to me, 50-50 is 50-50. And I ain't talking about just finances. I mean, when it comes to the kids, when it comes to cleaning, all of that, that's 50-50. Because if we're going to do 50-50 now, let's do 50-50 right. And when it comes
That's-
to the sex, that's 50-50 too. Let's not forget about that. That's 50-50 too.
I'm gonna let y'all have that conversation, but we're gonna do an open panel on 50-50. Let's do that what Tuesday. You wanna do that Tuesday?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to go on early. My wife off Tuesday, so I should be able to come on earlier. So let's do that Tuesday, 50-50.
For
What
real,
is
50-50. When it
50-50?
comes to the sex, you only getting half of it. You don't get
BBB, where
all. You
you
get
at?
50%.
Gary, where you at? BBB, where you
when
at? Kalani, why you come? Why
when
you
you
drop
pay
off?
100%, then I give you 100%.
You gonna try to stay awake? I appreciate you, Squirt. I'm gonna try to do it early. I'm gonna see if I can get it done earlier. I don't know what time early, but I know I gotta go get my crown put on Tuesday. So, but that's all I got Tuesday, I think.
Men don't want to talk about that 50-50 then. No, let me stop playing.
Kalani, why you drop down?
uh,
Where East Dad at? East Dad, hit the link. What up with this 50-50?
he probably gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all talk about that Tuesday. But let me get my butt off here, man. I gotta get up with these. Yeah, I gotta do the 50-50 thing tomorrow. Anyway, I gotta go to work early, so I got the kids for 70% of the day. He said, hell no. You feel me, Scorp? That's what he said. But yeah, we gonna talk 50-50 Tuesday. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on Petty Vision. There's a lot of different things I want to talk about um, on Petty Vision tomorrow. Yeah, there's a lot of different things. So yeah, we gonna rock out. We gonna rock out tomorrow. But you want to leave them with something, Tay?
I'm sorry, what you say?
I say you want to leave the people with something.
Um, give him 50%. No,
You was a
let me
nut,
stop playing.
man.
Nah, I'm good. Y'all have a good night. I'm out.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all rocking out with us. We'll be back tomorrow on Petty Vision. Make sure y'all subbed up to Petty Vision. It'll be an open conversation over there, and we gonna get petty with it, right? We'll have some petty conversation. There's a lot of different things that's been on the news and on YouTube I want to talk about. So That's what we gonna do tomorrow. But y'all know what I always say: care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nation. And if I said anything to resonate with you, do me a favor: hit that share button. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Help me spread the word. But until next time, we out.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, don't free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep on the scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free